Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building.
Rules are in league calendars if you got any questions here.
Chicago, as their guys get set to do battle with the New York Giants. The first game's out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Second and 6. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now it's Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kyler Fackrell in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Going up top for Miller. And a throw there.
Almost let him catch it, too, didn't he?
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, Jones That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
22 yards.
A good pickup there, a 22. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Ooh,
Catch
he
made
almost
by
got in there.
And they work this
My
near the
offensive line is
5. He'll be
horrible.
stopped at the 6. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 1st and goal from the 6. Now Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DV, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Here's Barkley. Able to fight through one tackle. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
I played a long game.
So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Giants 3, Bears 0.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Good play. Good enough to the outside.
He'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
The running back.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The catch made by Miller. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st down, it's Patterson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Taken down at the...
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, You would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
That fast.
Golden Tate, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
The score, Giants 10, Bears nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Patterson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards.
Okay.
Now let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
On second down, here's Trubisky. It's a screen pass.
Play,
it's
though.
complete.
My team
And
did
he'll
on
lose
that.
yardage on this one back to the 13. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At the 39.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Good tackle.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Pickup on the play. 1st down, Giants.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Hot reads could not get out the pocket, get out the backfield. They got trapped behind the line of scrimmage with the blitz. Time they freed up, I was already tackled.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
That's not who you want.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll get this out to Barkley complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He's taken out of bounds.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
It sets up the 4th down. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Switch up, switch up.
Trubisky to throw again. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's 3rd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
They're firing a deep ball for Kmet. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Now it's Tate. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones looking for Shepard. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing, Jones looking in zone, but it's incomplete. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
It's 2nd down and goal at the 5-yard line.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. bringing it in for the Giant touchdown.
Complete to
Golden Tate as the first half is winding down. And the Giants add on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
What?
Coach.
You know why? Okay, good. All right. I'll have to keep an ear out for it. Leave the door open, I'll watch it.
And they are set to receive this kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's Jones, throwing on 1st down. To Barkley on the check down. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss.
Barkley.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
No.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. It's caught. Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Down, New York.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus.
It's recommended that you stream your games, but if you don't and you have an issue, I can't help you out. However, all playoff games are mandatory.
first down carry for Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. His defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Jones looking to throw on second down. Being chased out left. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a toss right to Barkley.
Good D.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's Khalil Mack, the all-pro, in there to get him behind the line. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And Tate's got it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, New York.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Giants 27. Bears nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in Q3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second down at 7.
Hey, come on now. 43 in the mic. Watch a slant.
Once more, they turn to Patterson.
Good run, brother.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
He's brought down by Jabril Peppers. It's a pickup of 6.
From the 44, Trubisky.
At the 44-yard line.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
By the Giants.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And thanks to the interception, the
I'll shoot
Giants
clock as much as I
offense
can,
cashes in with 6.
The kick is
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Giants
You do the same.
34.
We can both chew a clock together and make it that much faster. I'm not trying to embarrass nobody because I don't want to be embarrassed myself.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
It's a rough day for you today. That's all.
Out to the 25
I had one last
he
week.
will not attempt
Got
to
my
return.
head split.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. The Bears on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kyler Fackrell in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
They did not come to play for you today.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants have got it on cruise control.
What's up, everybody?
For the extra point.
Thanks for tuning in.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another
Hit that
one
like
through
button,
to
that
extend
subscribe
the lead.
button.
41.
And I'll do the same when you guys post the streams up. Support. Put out a lot of CFM content.
Gano now following the
Just
touchdown
basic
here
play
to kick it
calling,
away.
trying to outcoach your opponents. Nothing, no glitches, nothing fancy. Good, bad, ugly. I take my lumps just as much as I get them. Unfortunately, I just happen to be winning today, but last week I got the brakes beat off me with these Giants. But you know, we'll try to make it happen with the Giants. My goal is at least go 8-8. If I can go 10 and 6, that'd be awesome. But 8-8 is the goal this year.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup. And it's a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
That's coming back to you.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete.
I just went in there 2 minutes ago.
Shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang
Little
on
sneaky
3rd
devil.
down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
I literally just went in there 2 minutes ago,
winning
babe.
the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
If you have no injections and don't want to call a timeout, I'll take a knee and eat this clock.
And they take a knee.
Jones on the keeper.
And they will take a knee here.
Jones on the keeper. A loss of a yard
Good game,
on the play.
man.
And it's
Sorry it didn't go the way you wanted it to go. It's Madden. It happens. But best of luck to you for the rest of your season.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Jones on the
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football.
Don't worry, I'm not
so
kicking it.
To me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field
I'm
goal
really trying to
unit
kick
on
your
4th
ass,
down.
man.
From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt.
We all get ass whippings from time to time. But do it and take it with sportsmanship. Good game again.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Giants, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bears,